Mr. Hayes, this is a question from a person that wrote in. Why do you believe some martial artists attack other styles, especially online? Is it false bravado, overlapping purposes, brand protection? Is it boredom? Is it just tribalism? Why do people do this?
Oh, I think it's a form of fear. I use the term Toshindo to describe what I'm doing, but I also smile and say, yeah, but I'm really teaching non-denominational self-defense, non-denominational martial arts. You can hit somebody, you can twist them and throw them, you can choke them out, you can poke them in the eye. Well, that's an Indonesian Panjang Silat technique you're using there. Just generic self-defense. But some people, I think, out of fear, adopt this, well, we're the best. We've got the ultimate self-defense. How many people put that in their ads? The ultimate self-defense. Come on. Ultimate self-defense is just not be where the trouble is. I mean, ultimately, you don't get tried, you don't get thrown in jail, you don't get sued for taking someone. So the ultimate self-defense is just not being where violence is and hanging around with cool people. I think people are afraid, they're fearful. There could be the idea that if you attack somebody that you perceive as higher than you, it gives you some credibility.
Sure.
So there was a beautiful meme on the internet, I can't remember the exact words, but it said something to the effect that only lower people attack people that they see as their betters. The high people never attack the low people. That's true.
Yeah.
That's really true.
Matter of fact, they lift them up often with a rope. They pull them up.
Often they lift them up. Wow. So one of the phenomena of the internet is you can be a nobody in Hooterville, Indiana, down in your mom's basement, sitting in your underwear, typing, and I remember there was some comment. There was a famous young, sexy female singer, and somebody said, well, I think she's gaining weight. And the famous singer, she lives in Beverly Hills. She drives supercars. She has guys waiting in line to fall in love with her. She's got the ultimate dream life. Works about maybe 4 weeks a year, and got the ultimate dream life. She replies to this person, and the caption, she claps back at this person, and I'm thinking, what is with that? I never reply to critics. That gives them an advantage. I got the great Stephen Hayes to reply to me, so I must be something. I'm not just a worthless husk of a person. I never reply. A couple weeks ago, some skinny little guy, and he was like criticizing me online. And I actually cracked up when I saw him. He had his picture up there, It was so funny. Anyway, somebody wrote, I didn't reply. And somebody said, well, don't you think it's funny you're criticizing this guy, but he doesn't even reply to you? And the guy replies, cowardice. It just cracked me up.
I'm trying to picture, because I've been in low places in my life where if you're not happy with your life, your only power is through your keyboard. You have a great computer, you're a gamer, whatever it might be. There's a million reasons, but to be able to attack someone, it takes very little effort. But if you just catch yourself, because I've wanted to do it. There are times where I've been on the internet, I want to comment, and then I stop. Why am I doing this? Why am I attacking their success? When the equal effort is turn the damn computer off and get up and do something to help me. It is fear and laziness and probably 10 other things, but none of them are positive.
Yeah.
And it feels good to be on a tribe and attack the other tribe. I'm part of this group. Yeah, but that person has done the work. They have the books, they have the awards, they have the students, they have joy in their life. Why would I try to tear that down when I can actually get some of my own? the people that are the most successful I know in my life don't have time to comment. They're busy. You never see a professional. I don't think I've ever seen a professional school owner doing that. Why? Because they're on the floor teaching. They're busy. They're actually doing it. They're living it. They're not living a 2D world. They're living a 3D world. Their computers are off. It's just a tool. It's not an attack tool. It's not a weapon. And they're out there changing lives every day with their students, like you and I are, literally, every day. Tonight, last night I taught. Tonight I'll go and teach. And that's not a slog for me. I'm getting off my technology and living trying to be a tatsujin, if there's such a thing even. Trying to be that person, trying to be like you in some ways. It's just so easy to attack someone, and it's so weak, and it's so pointless.
Well, we don't know what that person's background is. Maybe they were ridiculed as a child and they took a couple martial art lessons and now they think, hey, I'm a black belt. No, the same hole is still in their heart where they don't trust themselves. They doubt themselves maybe, but they blot that out of their consciousness. So somebody's going to say, well, Stephen Hayes didn't argue back. Well, he's a coward. That's why he didn't. This person is on a desperate need for validation, and they don't experience it in the real world. So, there was a famous saying I learned back decades ago, where if a samurai was insulted by another samurai, if the insulter is far away, ignore him. If the insulter is right in your face, kill him.
Yeah.
Oh, that still stands today.
Still stand.
Except now we have the internet. Somebody can be very far away and insult you right to your face.
Yeah.
What do you do about that?
Yeah.
What do you do about that? It is an insult to my face, but this person is far away. That third reality, that's something we really need to discuss and debate and come up with an approach to.
Yeah, I think the number one thing I tell people is, look, if you're going to send and attack someone, try to tear them down, which is easy to do, you're about to send a negative comment, hit dislike, whatever, just stop, breathe, and ask yourself the next question: why am I doing this? It's not about them, it's about me. It's a weakness in me. It's a failure in me that I'm attacking this person. It's not legit. I am not doing the work they're doing. If I want to attack Mr. Hayes, why don't I make my own channel and put it up there? Why don't I create my own martial art? You'd probably be like, yeah, do it. Show me up. Show me the money. But you have to be willing just to cut through the onion of BS and say, why am I doing this? You have to shine the Kagami, the mirror, on yourself. Why am I doing this? It's not about you. It's pain in here. Why am I expressing that pain?
Yeah,
and then what I do is I have compassion. I literally have compassion for that person. That poor person is so miserable. They're going to tear down something they know nothing about. They have no experience in. It's sad to me, like you said. At my age, I don't get angry anymore. I get, oh, that's so sad. 25 years ago, I would have attacked them, and not now. I'm just like, oh, it's so sad. I wish you the best. I really do. I want you to be happy. Maybe that's too, I don't know, non-martial arty, but I really believe that. The older I get, I feel sad.
Well, I wonder, I live a happy life. I have my challenges, but why would a person decide, I don't want to be Stephen Hayes' friend? Why would they not want to be my friend?
Yeah.
Why would they go out of their way to tear me down and expose me as a fraud and all these silly things that they say? So I think there are different degrees of a human. Some humans are like 4 feet 11. And that's as high as they're going to get. Other humans are 5'8". Other humans are 6'7". Genetically, they're that way. Some humans have like big, thick hair. Some have just clean scalps. Others, a little bit of hair. Same thing with intelligence. not a very smart, bright, questing individual. So they're going to respond the way a kind of low level person responds. Some has a little more, maybe you could, hey, this makes you look bad. You're criticizing somebody who's obviously way ahead of you. You think that's going to pull them down? No, it's just going to, maybe they might respond to that. Whereas a low life, no, they're not going to respond to it. A very high thinker has already figured that out. No, instead of criticizing this guy, I want to study what he's doing because I want to have what he's got plus more. Why not? I've studied people. They don't know they're my mentor, but oh no, they're my mentor. I study what they do, and I developed abilities from that. Maybe different level of human being responding to the best that they can do.
Mr. Hayes, with this meme here, I think I understand it. All of the same books talk about live in the moment, learn from the past, prepare for the future, but you're often in miserable stages of pain if you stick to the past and you're stuck there. And if you're always chasing something down rather than being happy and content with what you already have. Is that what you believe that this means? Is happiness literally only in this moment? What are your opinions on that?
Well, I think, there can be this idea, we have an ideal of what we think happiness is going to be. And under these conditions, I'm going to call myself happy. So under these conditions, you're not happy. Well, I don't think so. So right now I have these conditions and a few of these conditions, but I want more of these conditions. So obviously that's got to be in the future. So I would turn that on its head and just say, look at what you got right now. I mean, like what you and I, Todd and Stephen, are experiencing right now. I'm very happy. I'm really enjoying this. This is a very sacred moment in our life. Every moment could be sacred if you just saw it that way. Even mundane things. Once a week, my wife and I, we have a huge, long driveway, and we take the trash up this long driveway. Taking the trash up the driveway, well, we enjoy it. We make jokes about, Tuesday night our ritual is done, and we watch the sun set sometimes, and why not? Why not enjoy it? Or I'll be washing the dishes, and I'll grumble a little bit about how many dishes there are, and my wife will say, someday you'll be saying, I wish I could get out of bed and wash the dishes again, and I'll laugh, so what we have in the moment could be celebrated. So last night I was closing up the house, and I looked out on the deck. It was raining out. My granddaughter was out there sitting in the rain in the deck in a chair. I said, what are you doing out here? Oh, no, it's pretty nice. She smiled. So I went out and I sat with her. Well, next thing her mom came out, and next thing Rumiko came out. We're out there in the drizzling rain, sitting on the deck, got my granddaughter talking about a bunch of stuff. It was a moment that will last a lifetime. She will be an old woman and she'll remember that. But it was just humble experience sitting in the rain on the deck in the dark, enjoying each other's presence. So I think that this little meme is our expectations of what we're going to call happiness is just bogus. What do you got going on right now that you could celebrate? Rumiko said there's this saying she got from a Korean person, but it was translated into Japanese, and it's something along the lines of, this day was the day that the person who died yesterday would have given anything to experience. Oh God, what do you say to that? Every moment could be sacred. Every moment could be sacred if we could just allow our mind the freedom to see that as the reality. That's what this little meme means to me.